Hi there boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Random Geek channel. And we're here with another unboxing video, but this is with a slightly different product. This is a product that came in the mail quite a while ago actually. Hadn't had a chance to open it yet, but we're going to open it now and have a look. So those guys with keen eyes, you've probably read the label on the box already, but this is the Neewer dimmable camera video light. So obviously if you're shooting photos or video, you know that lighting is extremely important. And one of the things that you can do is use an artificial light to change how your image looks. So you can alter the color, temperature and brightness of the image. You probably noticed with my videos I use quite rather harsh and bright lighting. That's because I'm shooting in the middle of the night. I'm just using basic fluorescent lights. I do this as a hobby, so I don't take these things too seriously, but I thought to myself, since I'm going to be doing this, I'm sure to get a video camera light. But obviously if you've ever gone online and have a look at what's out there, the prices can get a bit expensive. And this is not the aim of my channel. This is for the budgetly friendly buy out there, and this might be an option for you. So this one really doesn't have an actual model number. It's just called the Neewer dimmable video camera light kit, and it's a bi-color kit with 280 LEDs. So quite a big panel. So basically it uses CR96 plus, and you can change the color temperature from 3200 to 5600 Kelvin. The really important thing is it comes with 2 extra batteries, and this is where the price blew me away. So I got this for 41 Australian dollars. So in essence, if you're in America, that's about 30 US dollars and about 20 British pounds. So super cheap. The batteries that comes with is are actually Sony NPF 550 clones. So the Sony's they normally go for about $50. These clones they retail for $40. So essentially, if you do the maths, I got 2 batteries and the chargers, and for an extra $1 I got the light. So absolutely amazing. If you're not too familiar with the Neewer brand, they're a Chinese company. They do a lot of generic clones. What do you expect? China doing generic clones of things, not a surprise, but they do it at a very budget friendly price point, and in terms of quality they're either mediocre or slightly above average. So if you can compromise on build quality and certain aspects, this is definitely like a good option. Obviously if you're taking things seriously and you're a serious videographer or a photographer, obviously spend your money however you like. But obviously if you're someone like me, or a lot of people out there, or people starting channels, or you know, if you're just doing photography as a hobby, this might be an option, because being able to alter your video quality or your photographs with color, temperature and different lighting is definitely a way to increase the visual appeal of your photographs. And also if you're using lighting, you can add filters on top. You can add color gels on top and change what the videos look like. So Neewer, they make a lot of clone products. So anything that you can think of in the video and camera space, they've got mounts, tripods, suspension, booms. They've got light boxes, filters, you know, anything that you can think of. They would pretty much clone anything that in the camera space. So definitely check them out. Not all their products are fantastic, but I think this one might be a winner, so we're going to open it up now. So I'm going to grab a pair of scissors actually, because this is very tightly bound and I don't trust my little Stanley knife. I really should get a proper knife, but what the heck. I am shooting in the middle of the night, so I don't really care. So we're going to slice this up. So very well packaged. I suck at an opening, but that's okay. Oh, so it comes in a box. I wasn't expecting a box because a lot of their products would just come in bags and Ziploc bags and tied up and stuff, but I am surprised. Alright, let's move this along. Oh, there we go. Alright, so let's remove the packaging and we'll go through here. So first things first, we've got the USB charger. So USB, so this is obviously a clone of the Sony F 550s, and you can use it for the 750s and the 960s as well. The great thing is these batteries are pretty much universal everywhere. So the Sony NP F range, you can use it for HD monitors, video monitors, you can use it for lights, you can use it for camcorders. So it's always nice to have these around. So the fact that it came with the battery and the charger, so this is $40 already. So the light in there is $1. I'm not expecting too much, but I might be pleasantly surprised. So anyway, I got this on Amazon, but you can buy this on eBay as well, which I did find it on eBay for a very similar price. The good thing is, so this does quite a high lumen count, I believe. Let's have a quick look. I'll look it up my phone here. So this does 2240 lumens at 1.5 meters, so pretty impressive. The only bad thing is the illumination angle is only 60 degrees. So if you're after a wide field of lighting, obviously get a bigger light or a proper soft light box. So this is rated at 18 watts and 280 LEDs, so quite impressive. So let's get the Stanley knife and slice off this tape here, and let's have a quick look at what we got. So I believe this comes with a hot shoe stand as well. So you can, if you are using an SLR camera, you can probably attach this on, but this might be a little bit too big. So there are a lot more smaller light boxes that you can get, but I believe I have a smaller one coming, and which ones are with a much higher quality than this one, and I might do a video of that, but see how this video goes. Okay, so we're going to open it up here. Okay, me being a retard and not being able to open it up on. Okay, so obviously you opened it the wrong way, but that's okay. So you got a hot shoe mount, so standard thread, looks like it. Yeah, standard thread, pretty basic. So plastic construction, obviously. Yep, that's pretty basic. So we're gonna look here. So we did have the model number in the box, so if you guys are curious what the model is, the model is LED NL280s, so that's what it's called. Alright, because it wasn't actually on the ordering page when I did order it, but there you have it. Pretty much standard box. God, I've retarded. Alright, so we've got a pretty basic manual. So this does come with a light diffuser filter as well, but obviously not now. Just make sure, because I have missed things in unboxing, so make sure silica gel, don't need that, that's poisonous. So have a good read of that later. It might not be in perfect English, but who cares, you should be able to work this out quite easily. And yep, okay, so we're going to move this box out of the way. So far we've got 2 batteries and a hot shoe. Alright, let's put this aside. And so standard plastic wrapping. Let's get the knife again. Okay, so it should not be an LCD panel, but it do have dials which I can see through the. Okay, so on the actual back, you've got on and off switch, DC input, so that's 12 volts, no, 12 to 15 volts. So this doesn't come with an adapter, so you are going to have to get a separate adapter if you want to just use it without the batteries, or you don't want to buy it with the batteries. These are pretty cheap. This is a standard barrel plug. You can get them for about $10 online, pretty easy. So you can switch from the batteries to the DC power on the switch, so just left and right. Alright, so you got dials, and these are going to control your orange LEDs and your white LEDs, and that's how you can control the temperature. The tricky thing is, like, without an actual LCD screen to show you how many kelvins you're shooting, it's going to be a bit of guesswork to figure out where you're gonna be in terms of lighting. So see how you go, but I'll charge this battery re-up and we'll have a look at it once the batteries are charged. But with these batteries here, because these are 26 milliamp hour batteries, these things don't use a lot of power. The great thing is it's gonna last a very, very long time on those batteries. And also, even if I'm not using this for video, I'll be using this for things like camping and fishing trips. These lights are very handy because they're extremely bright, they last a long time, and if you ever have like a power outage, you can actually use these during a power outage, which I have used in the past. I've had like smaller ones which I've just used, and they're pretty bright, pretty decent lighting, and yeah, they run on batteries, and especially if you have like a bunch of these batteries around, it's gonna be no problem whatsoever. So standard connection here, a bit wonky there, but so here we go. So if you do need to unscrew it, these look like so these are hexagonal screws. So if you got an Allen key, you should be able to open it there. So first things, so this is pretty chunky. So I'm guessing it's probably about total 4.5 centimeters in length. It's pretty big. It's let's have a look at the dimensions. I do have it up here somewhere. So this is 28.7 centimeters by 23 centimeters by 7.6 centimeters. So, or way out of there. So that's actually 7.6. So this is really chunky. If you were going to put this on your LCD camera, it would look pretty funny. But, well, if you're doing a job, you wouldn't really care anyway. Alright, so at the front, massive set of LED lights. So you've got your light diffuser here. So there's definitely a gap here, so there's no waterproofing, so don't take this out in the rain. What I would probably do is I'll probably buy like a set of color filters, and I'll probably like modify this so you can slip different color filters on, because that seems just to be glued on. So I can probably take that apart and just make sure that I can slide different filters on to change the color. So you got your screw mounts on the bottom, so bottom and the top, so you can alter this around depending on what the lighting is. So this is plastic sprayed. Now this is actually metal, so this is metal on the side, pretty cheap plastics on the side, but with the screws you can actually take that apart quite easily. In terms of ventilation, there isn't really any ventilation because these do get hot. Most newer ones will have like a heat sink on the LEDs to cool them down, because after time these will get hot. This is just a full-on plastic construction, so I don't see any venting on here at all. So that might be a problem later on, but we'll see how we go. So here we go. So we got power. So this power is at, let's see if I can zoom there. Alright, let's turn it to the side. So we got power rating of 20 watts here, DC 12.5, so and that's the color ranking at 3200 to 5600 Kelvin, and size is actually so the description on the seller box was actually wrong. So this is actually 200 millimeters by 125 by 45 millimeters, so it's smaller than what was rated in the box. So I'm guessing what the reseller posted on their site was the size of the packaging as well. So this is definitely smaller than I thought it was going to be. Oh, okay. So, alright, so there we have it, the lighting here. So what I'm going to do is, when I put that aside, just have a look at to make sure that everything's there. Yep, gonna destroy the box completely. Okay, batteries here. You got your. Let's just get the camera to focus. There we go. So this is the Neewer. So they've got to replace NPF 550. So definitely clones. So this is 11 ion batteries, 7.22 volt pack. So 2600 milliamp hour. So 18.7 watt hours. I believe the Sony's are slightly higher watt hours. I think they're at 19, but they're gonna do the trick. In terms of size, they're very, very similar. And with the Sony's, obviously, in the NP range, you can go out to the higher milliamp hour batteries. I think they go up to 6,000 milliamp hour batteries at the 900 series. But yeah, so obviously replacement battery, it's gonna be the same in that one. Let's have a look. Is this a USB charger or does it come with? I'm assuming this is a USB charger. So what have we got now? Alright, so there's a manual, I'm assuming that's a warranty stamp card. And standard micro USB. So this is so you should be able to just use any micro USB cable and even a mobile phone adapter. You can charge it. Really basic charger. Sad that you only get one, but the great thing about this LED light is it will function with just one battery. So you will get just longer battery life with the second battery, but you can just use one battery on this light. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to pop this light on the charger, and then I'll charge these batteries first, and then we'll turn it on and see how it performs before we end this video. So I'll be right back.
1 hour later.
Okay guys, and we are back, and the great news is these batteries came 75% charged, so it didn't take me long to actually charge the batteries. Great news is the charger does accept up to 10 watts, and given that these batteries are only 2600 milliamp hours, didn't take long to charge at all. I wish there was a second charger, but you pop them in, pop them out, and these are gonna last forever. So I've got the batteries inserted there. They slot quite well. You got to remember that this is a relatively bulky device. So I've already got the light on. So when you actually switch the batteries, the light's on. So this is relatively bulky. I think this is just slightly under 900 grams for the batteries. You add the batteries on, it's I think about 1.2. So if you are going to use this on a camera, just be aware that you're going to be carrying a lot of weight on top of the camera. This might be too big and bulky for popping onto a camera. Maybe you want to throw this onto probably a tripod or on a stand or something, just to light it up, because I do find it a bit too bulky and thick. So I did have a look at the light while I was charging, and in terms of construction, it's not fantastic, but I wasn't expecting it to be fantastic given the price range. This was this looks like construction that you would have seen probably about 10-15 years ago. Would have been acceptable now, but a lot of actual light boxes now, very high metal construction, heat sinks, the whole lot. I do have another video light coming in, and it's probably one that I would recommend above this one if you are willing to spend probably twice as much. But given that this is $40, and if you only got $40 and this is what you're willing to spend, this is definitely a good buy. So what we're going to do is, I was playing around with it. See these little latches here? You can actually just pop these down and you can slide the filters out. So you can switch out the main light diffuser there, and you can switch it to a different diffuser or a different light filter. I believe I do have some gel filters around, so I might cut those down the side and I'm just use it with this device, or I might hop online and see if Neewer's got compatible filters for this light, and that would be a lot easier than cutting down my own filters. But you can actually collapse it down, slide those filters out. So just be heads up, obviously not waterproof. So if you are going to be filming outside, and if it's raining or it's a wet set, you might not want to use this one here. So what I do is when it turns on, I did notice that there was a bit of the discrepancy between the specifications on the seller website and the product information itself. So based at 280 LEDs, I did the mass. It's actually 18 by 16, so that's actually 288 LEDs. So a bit of a difference there. And also in the product specifications, this states at 0.5 meters, you're looking at 10,000 lux, and at 1 meter, you're looking at 3,300 lux. I have my doubts that this is going to be 10,000 lux. As a person who uses high-powered torches and tactical torches, yeah, this 10,000 lux is going to be a bit of a hard sell for me. I do agree with the temperature ranges here, and this is actually 20 watts rather than 18 watts. So just a heads up, but when you are buying this, the product information is going to be slightly different on the wholesaler's page to what it can actually do. Yeah, I believe this is more 1300 lux rather than what they stated there. So we're going to turn it on and I'll just show you what it looks like. So in terms of how you dim the lights, you just use the dial, show you're dimming the power for the LEDs and the yellow ones, and that's how you alter the temperature. It's really impressive. This is only 20 watts. Remember, probably several decades ago, we were using halogen and basic lamps that produce very little lighting at 60, 80 to 100 watts, and now you can get devices like this using LEDs using a fraction of that power. But anyway, we're gonna flip it over. So first things first, so we're gonna switch it over to the white, so you can see that it's lighting up now, and halfway that's what it looks like. So pretty bright, and even under the harsh lighting that I've got here. So we're going to turn on the orange ones, and you get orange lighting here, shine it down there. That's what looks so nice, diffuse, soft lighting, more natural lighting that you would get with the current lights that I'm using. That's what I'm after anyway. So I recommend not to stir this directly. So this is shining to my eye, so not too great. But okay, we're going to turn it all the way up. That's what it looks like. So yeah, but yeah, this is more closer to probably the 1300 lux reading, but they've actually stated. But yeah, but very nice lighting there. And with these batteries, this is gonna last forever. So yeah, I would definitely be just using this on camping and fishing trips. Even if I'm not using it to shoot video or photography, I might be using this in the workshop. Nice natural lighting, it's gonna last you forever. But yeah, so just a heads up, Neewer. This is the LN280 LED video lamp light. So this is an option, so a very budget friendly option. So yeah, so leave us, as always, press the like button, leave us a comment, smash the subscribe button, and if you would like to see more. Our community is growing very, very slowly, but I don't really care. I'm having lots of fun. As I said, this is a hobby that I do. If it helps this one person, that's enough for me. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.